Hi. So you want to improve your hiring process, but do not know where to start? Today we are going to talk about that. My name is Prashant and I work for plugHR. Through simple 3-4 steps that we can take right in the beginning, you will see how well you are placed to improve your hiring. So let's deep dive. Why your company? So what's your story? Why should anybody join you? Is your industry awesome? Are you into a growing business? Do you offer a great culture? What have you got? If you can figure this out, you'll be placed so well in writing stories, writing job ads, doing hiring conversations, even asking for referrals. And in most of the hiring efforts that you see around, this component is missing. Yeah. So spend some time, think through, figure out what's so unique about your organization, that people would love to work for you. Get the story right. Once you've got the story right, the second point is, where are you going to share the story? Where will your consumers read the story? Think like a marketing person, as if you have to address a market. You want your customers to read about you. In the same way, how do you think your candidates, your potential employees are going to read about you? Is it going to be your website's career page, your LinkedIn company page, your social media pages, your blogs, where all can you interface with a potential candidate? And are those interfaces geared up to drive conversations? So once somebody comes up to your blog, once somebody comes up to your Facebook page, once somebody lands at your career section of your website, what do they read? Is the content updated? Is the story being presented in a interesting manner? Do they get answers to what they have in mind, what they want to find out? Yeah. So again, think like a marketeer and make sure that your content is placed well. Yeah. And so that's where you begin the conversation. Yeah. So also, it's not just about what they read. It's also about, let's say, once they take an action, can they take an action? Is there an action button over there? Right? And is your confirmation message sharp enough? Are there follow-up emails? Are there email responders? Is there an email responder to a job application? Right? Those are the things you want to talk about. Yeah? So if somebody lands on your communication, the person should be able to take an action, which in case of hiring would mean should be able to apply to a job, or submit resume, or should be able to share the opportunity with somebody they think is more suitable, right? So, I mean, is your communication, is your interface doing this, allowing this performance? Yeah. And then once you have initiated an interaction, do you keep in touch? Yeah. So how do you keep in touch, right? Do you maintain a database? Is there a periodic emailer which goes to people, which updates them about what's happening in your organization, about new positions? Do you conduct any one-on-one interactions? Are there events where people can connect with you? Are there special boot camps that you conduct for people in your industry? If you go and attend an event, if your organization is attending an event, is an HR representative there just in case people want to talk about how the career is with your organization? Yeah. So how are you maintaining the relationship with this whole base of people who interact with you? That again is important. And your job ad, what is your job ad saying? So once you have figured out the story, you've prepared the interfaces, you are ready to build relationships. Finally, the transaction point is going to be your job ad. So is that story, is that communication expertise coming across clearly in your job ad? Just look at the way job ads are written on various job portals, right? And see, are they compelling enough? Is your job ad compelling enough, right? So look at some advertising principles, how they attract attention, how they generate interest, how they create a desire, and how they force an action, right? That's IDA. It's a very, very simple thought process. apply to your job ads. And are you always visible, right? So if there can be interesting properties that you can buy on various job sites which make sure that your brand is visible. Yeah, so are you doing enough to be there in the game? So it's as simple as that. Just do some of these things right, and you would find yourself far better placed in the whole recruitment game. Remember, a lot of recruitment actually happens much before you start interacting with the candidates. So it's more in the preparation. So do that well, and good luck.